with this in regards to recent overall migration changes. We did a live session yesterday in Instagram, and today we decided to do another live session in the Facebook so that our followers in the Facebook also get the inside updates in regards to the recent migration changes. I believe as of now, everyone knows about the department recent updates, and there has been a significant changes in terms of the student visa, in terms of the 485 visa, and as well as employee sponsor visas. Department has announced that there will be a significant changes in the migration. They have decided that the current migration policy needs to match with the need of the workforce and the economy of Australia. And they have named this as a new migration strategy, which means there is something that they are breaking and they are amending there, and then they are introducing some new thing to here. The current system that they have relies on the outdated and inflexible occupation list, and that also struggles to adapt a rapidly changing global economy, particularly in the areas like artificial intelligence and robotics. They also mentioned that existing visa system is not competitive in the evolving environment, which is hindering productivity improvements. And if you see, actually it's a 100 pages documents, and they have talked about the the point system, the long established point system, which was established in 2013, is not effectively selecting skilled migrants aligned with the Australians' long-term needs. And the points are awarded for the persistence and prolonged stay rather than considering contribution to long-term economic needs. They have also talked about international students, and despite having a world-class education system in Australia, many international students, they are struggling to get post-study work job after their graduation. So they have presented a data which is around 50% of graduate visa holders with higher education degree, they work significantly below their skill levels. And they have also talked about integrating international education sector, and they think like there is an urgent need to strengthen the integrating international education sector to ensure only genuine providers and genuine students participate in the education sector of Australia. Now they have announced a new system that is simple and more focused on more integrity. And if you see 100 pages documents, so they have highlighted 8 key new commitments. So it is a bit of long video. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to discuss some main points only. So these are the commitments. Some commitments has already been implemented. Some of them will happen early next year, and some of the commitment will happen around the mid next year, which is around the July or June and July. The first commitment is regarding education sector. And there is no doubt that Australia is the destination of choice for hundreds and thousands of international students seeking high quality education every year. However, recent growth in international education sector has been partly driven by non-genuine students and non-genuine education providers. So to address this, the government has already closed a loophole that allowed international students to switch lower quality education providers to facilitate work in Australia ahead of study. And they have also increased the living expenses to 24,505. So this is one of the changes to improve the education sector. Now government also looking to increase the education language English language requirements from 5.5 to 6. So now anyone who wants to apply a student visa in Australia, they need to get 6. Before it was 5.5. Now the reason behind this is to improve the quality of students' educational experience in Australia, and also reduce the potential workplace exploitation, because there has been significant number of cases where the international students are being exploited, and they are here only to maintain the residency and to work only rather than getting the quality education in Australia. So now the government will introduce a new genuine student test for all the international students to ensure only genuine students get student visa. So before, there was a genuine temporary entrance test, which means students were required to write a long writing saying that they will go back to their country after finishing their study. So now there will be a PR pathway, but they will only allow genuine students here. So there will be a couple of a couple of measures how they will determine whether a student is actually genuine student or not. So they are going to issue 2 directions very soon, and they're doing this to ensure student visa integrity, and also there will be another student visa integrity unit itself in the Home Affairs to monitor the misuse of student visa. That means student visa holders, if you are not going colleges, if you are doing more than 24 hours, or if you are changing the courses every 6 months or every a year and not finishing any courses, then there will be one separate unit in the Department of Home Affairs which will be dedicated to monitor the student visa, misuse of student visa. So you will be seeing a lot of emails or correspondence from the department in regards to misuse of student visa. Now, government also will apply additional scrutiny to students applying for another student visa while onshore. Definitely getting a new qualification is a great thing, and that also support career development by completing academic and practical skills. But the prevalence of international students moving from course to course, particularly the courses that are below the current level of study, to prolong their stay in Australia has been growing. Now, using new genuine student tests, government will require any eligible student applying inside Australia to provide evidence in their applications to provide that the subsequent courses furthering their career or academic aspirations. That means if you are in a student visa now, and now if you want to apply another student visa, then you need to provide evidence that the new course that you are going to take is going to advance your career, it is helpful to your career. So there will be a lot of scrutiny in regards to the visa applications. You will have to give a convincing information or documents when you apply the visa. Furthermore, government will also restrict 485 visa holders from transferring back to the student visa while onshore. So I know like many of you are on a 485 visa right now. If you are thinking after 1 year, 2 year, you'll go back to the student visa, then there will be some challenges here. So now they will stop you to go from this 485 to student visa while onshore. That means you have to fly back to your country and apply offshore visa. And if you get the visa, then you are allowed to come. Otherwise, because offshore visa won't get the bridging visa, then you will be stuck outside of Australia. Because the reason why they're saying here is because it has been found that around 32% of 485 visa holders are returning to the student visa when their visa expired in order to stay in Australia. Hence, no more student visa from 485 visa holders. Moving forward, government is planning to change the duration of 485 visa too. Currently, graduate can get 485 visa in multiple streams and extend the 485 visa duration by 2 years on the basis of qualifications. So now the 485 duration will be less and extension won't be possible. There will be an extension on the basis of regional study only. Bachelor or master degree will get 2 years only. So currently what is happening here is master degree with the eligible qualification is getting 5 years of 485 visa. So but now master degree by coursework will only get 2 years. So this is also another significant change that is going to happen, and this will happen early next year. So early next year, and then from the 485 student visa, that will happen in the mid 2024. Okay, the duration of the visa will happen in the mid 2024, and then 485 to student visa will happen early 2024. I mean, from the next year. If you are planning to apply student visa from 485 visa, then you'll have to apply offshore. So that's like it is mentioned in the action plan. Now, there is another important update in regards to the 485 visa. So currently eligible age for the 485 visa is 50. This will be reduced to 35. That means applicants with 35 years can only apply. If you are over 35, then there is no 485 visa for you. And English language requirement will also be increased from 6.5. Sorry, it's from 6 to 6.5. So currently the overall is 6 is needed, but now that will also going to increase to 6.5. And the 485, if you see the 485 visa, then there are a lot of streams, with a lot of names. So now they want to simplify the visa as well. So the 485 visa will be renamed as a post-higher education work for those who have studied bachelor degree and above, or there will be another 485 visa called post-vocational education work for vocational qualification graduates. And replacement streams and 476 visa will be abolished. That means there won't be any replacement streams. So if you are eligible for the replacement stream, I recommend you to apply as soon as now, because this is just the announcement only, not implemented yet. So if you are eligible for any visa that gives you more visa or any benefits, so I would recommend you to apply as soon as possible rather than waiting, because later on when all the rules change, you won't be eligible to apply, or maybe your new rules will restrict for the visa applications. And 485 visa application will be processed in 21 days now. So now if you are thinking to apply the 485 visa and then stay on a bridging visa for a couple of months to extend your to lengthen your time, then that is not going to happen. So they're going to decide your application in 21 days. So make sure you lodge the decision ready application, because you will either get grant or refuse. Right. Now, if you see the 485 visa, there is, the 485 visa does not have any clarity about pathways to the permanent residency holders, so which create very uncertainty for employers when considering hiring graduate visa, because graduate visa will be 2-year duration, 3-year durations. Then employer, they feel like after 2-3 years, the graduates, they won't be able to work. So that was creating very uncertainty for the employers. So now what the department is doing here is the work experience required for the temporary skill shortage, which is employee sponsor visa, will be changed to give 485 visa holders more opportunity to move on to the skill visa. That means while working for the 485 visa, then there will be a special pathway to you to apply for the employee sponsor visa, as well as to apply for the points visa as well. And the proposed reforms to the point test will also give graduates working in the skill job faster pathways to permanent residency. That means there will be some changes in the point system, where if you are working in your graduate visa, then there will be some sort of faster PR pathways. So it is very important that don't waste your 485 visa. Now you start looking after the job in your occupations. So the changes that is coming will be helpful for you to get point system visa under the point system, as well as employee sponsor visa, because they are saying work experience during the 485 visa will be considered, and then you'll have opportunity for the easy and faster PR pathway. So there will be a faster pathways for the international graduates who are working in the skill job in the labor market, but fewer pathways will be there for the graduates who are not working in the skill jobs. That means if you want to increase your chances for the PR, make sure you utilize your 485 visa wisely. So your key to PR will start from 485 visa now. Working in nominated occupations during your graduate visa to secure your permanent residence. So this is all about student visa and 485 visa. So as you may have noticed that there is a huge importance of 485 visa, and the thing that you do during the 485 visa can have a significant impact in your PR applications. So if you're working in your occupations, then you will have an easy access to PR. If you don't have if you are not finding a job in your occupations during the 485 visa, then you won't get the employee sponsor visa. They will be very difficult for you to get the point system visa. And then if you are thinking to apply for the student visa, then you'll have to go back to your country and apply offshore visa. So you have to use your 485 visa very wisely. Now, second commitment is regarding the skill migrations, which is currently we have a 189, 190, and 491. And these are the visas under the point systems. So according to department, the current points test that is used to select independent skill migration is complex, and it does not effectively attract skill migrants in a long-term prosperity. So if you look at the current point systems, it includes the factors such as regional study, community language skills, professional years, and the current point system also does not effectively capture age, skills, despite both being a strong factor of migrant success and fiscal impact. So looks like they will do something with the age limit, or they're gonna change the age limit, or maybe they will do something with the regional study, or maybe like community language or professional year. So we still don't know in what way, in what form they are going to do it, but looks like they have found something, something is not working in regards to the factors that contributes to the point system. So now government will ensure there are clear and fair pathways for the temporary skill sponsor migrants workers to apply for the self-nominated pathway to the permanent residence. That means those who are in the employer sponsor visa, there will be some sort of like benefits, maybe extra points, or maybe like a special pathway for you to apply permanent residence through the point system. So if you are finding an employee sponsor, if you are finding any employer who can sponsor you, I would recommend that take it, because that will help you for the self-nominated PR pathways. So they will come up with some changes that will allow temporary skilled workers who are on sponsor visas to have a easy access for the self-nominated pathways. Now, government will also bring a new specialist skill pathway that will open a new and streamlined pathways for the highly skilled migrants with the skills they need. And the recent announcement does not have a details about the point systems. So far, the current point system will be changed. This is what we know. The applicants working in their occupation while holding graduate visa or new employer sponsor visa under the new employer sponsor visa will have a easy access to PR. So this is what we know now. So there will be another announcement, because this is just a part of the announcement. So there will be another announcement in regards to the point systems, because migration system is huge and it can be possible to replace everything overnight. So slowly they are just bringing up the announcement, and then they're gonna release the announcement. So as soon as it's available, then we'll bring that to you. Now, third important commitment they are saying is regards to the temporary skill migration, which is called commonly called employer sponsor visa. So now they are going to develop a new skills in demand visa with the mobility and pathway to permanent residence. So this visa will be 4-year duration, and it will be the skills in demand visa. So name, they are going to change the name. So this visa will replace the current 482 visa as well. The main purpose of this visa is to address the labor shortages and provide pathway for the potential future permanent residents. Currently, we have 482 visa, and this visa has 3 different streams: short-term stream, medium and long-term stream, and labor agreement stream. However, there are some problem with the current 482 visas. So if you see the occupation list and the visa holders, so there are a large number of 482 visa holders who are not permanent residents and not sustaining contributors to a workforce. So under the new skills in demand visa, there will be a guaranteed PR pathway. That means they have used the guaranteed word in their announcement. That means anyone who is on a new employer sponsor visa, they will have a sort of like guaranteed PR pathways, and employment period of with the multiple employers will be counted towards the PR. The current 482 visa does not have a clear pathway to permanent residence, right? Because occupations which are on a short-term list is not leading the PR. So now they have already implemented, and then occupations which are on short-term list is going to get the PR. So now they are going to change overall, poetry visa, long-term list, short-term list, labor agreement list. So now they will come up with a different occupation list, different structure, so that the new visa will give workers more opportunity to move employers, and also provide a clear pathway to permanent residence for those who wants to pursue them. So that means new skills in demand visa will remove many unfavorable conditions that tie migrants to a single employer, which will help to combat worker exploitation and reduce the barriers to job switching in the labor market, which will lead to a more productive workforce. So that means the employer sponsor visa, you can combine your work created from the multiple employer, and also like you can switch the job as well. So currently employer sponsor visa applicants have only 60 days to find another sponsor or face being removed from the country. However, under the new visa, the visa holders will have 180 days to find another employer, and they can actually start working for the new employer, and then also process the nomination applications. Now, another important announcement in regards to the employer sponsor visa is upfront employer fees. So currently, what is happening here is employer must pay Skilling Australian Fund, which is called SAF levy. They need to pay upfront at the time of applications, and the levy fee depends upon the turnover of the company. And due to this, most of the employers are reluctant to provide a sponsorship, because it involves costing one-time payment, and then if applicants does not stay during the entire period of sponsorship, then they will lose that their fees. So to combat these ones, now government will introduce a model for the employer to pay fees on the basis of monthly or quarterly, so that it will be very easy for them to hire a new applicants. Now, another significant changes that is happening here is visa application process. So currently, the visa application process takes months to complete without any certainty for applicants for their employers. But now, under the new changes, visa application will be processed at a faster rates to ensure the position fills up very quickly. And they will also introduce public register of the sponsor. That means if you want to quit your job, and if you are not sure which sponsor is already approved, which sponsor have what sort of occupation they can sponsor you, so there will be some sort of like public register where you can see if any list of approved sponsor to find a job without any hassle, or without delaying any time. So now there will be a public register of approved sponsor, including the number of migrants sponsor and their occupations, and this will develop this will develop and help the migrants, and as well as the sponsor as well. Now, under the employee sponsor visa, government will create the 3 targeted pathways within the skills in demand visa. The first one is specialist skill pathway. This will include applicants earning more than 135,000 per annum, and government will commit a service standard of 7 days visa processing for the workers in the specialist skill pathways. So that means if you are earning $135,000, and then if you fall into the specialist skill pathway, then if you apply the visa, then they are saying like they will finalize the visa application in 7 days, which is really good. Now, another one is second pathway is new skills in demand, which is core skills pathway. So most of the temporary skill migrant will come through the core skill pathways. This will include applicants earning 70,000 and below 135,000 per annum. There will be a new core occupation list. So unlike specialist specialist skills pathway, trade occupations, machinery operators, drivers, and laborers, construction laborers will be eligible under the core skill pathways. And there will be another third pathway called essential skill pathway. So this will include applicants earning lower than $70,000, and government is primarily considering this pathway in the context of care, support, and economy, which has become essential to the quality of life of Australians. So there will be a different targeted pathway based on the income. So highly skilled pathways, $135,000. The visa processing time will be 7 days. And there will be another pathways. Second pathway is core skill pathways for those who are earning 70 to 70,000 per annum to below the $135,000. And there will be another third pathway called essential skill pathway for those who are earning $70,000, and then mostly care and support worker will be under these pathways. And government also make labor market testing easier by accepting 2 job advertisements, and they have already removed this Workforce Australia as a mandatory requirement, and also increasing the validity of labor market testing from 4 to 6 months. So this is also another significant changes that is going to happen. So you can see like there has been a lot of announcement from the department. Actually, a 100 pages documents. So I have just taken the very major changes here, and that information is available in the Department of Home Affairs as well. So if you have a time, you can go through it, and then you can also do your research. So please note that this is just an announcement only. So nothing other than labor market testing has been implemented yet. So if you are eligible for any visa at the moment, before legislation comes into effect, you can still lose the visa. So if you think like new changes is not beneficial to you, and currently you are eligible for some visa that is benefit to you, then my request you to apply for that visa, and then get the visa as soon as possible. Okay, so I'll just see if there is any relevant questions that I can answer here, because there's a lot of information here. I'll just start from Ananda Pillai. So can we apply for the 0.5 visa extension now? So yes, you can still apply, because it is just announcement one. So nothing has been legislated. So before any legislation comes into effect, if you are eligible, you can apply for the extension one. So Utsav Shrestha, what about those who are in 408 visa? So I'm thinking like you are asking whether they can apply student visa or not. So as of now, those who are on a 485 visa, if they want to apply student visa, they'll have to apply offshore. So there is nothing mentioned about the 408 visa, and we'll have to see more details in the coming days. But even if you apply onshore student visa, also you will be subject to more scrutiny. You will have to give a lot of convincing evidence that why you are back to the student visa and why you want to do this course again. Okay, so Jabayad, yes, the same answer to you. Can you apply student visa afterwards? Okay. Yes, so they have not talked about for student visa from 408. They want to talk about student visa from 485 visa. So if you are eligible right now, I would say you apply right now before anything comes into effect. Praveen Adhikari, can previous 485 visa holders apply for the student visa in the first quarter of 2024? Current visa is 408. Okay, so you are thinking to apply in the first quarter of 2024. So that means if I see the action plan here, so from 485 to the student visa, they are saying this action will be implemented early mid 2024. That means somewhere before June, July, you're gonna see. So my recommendation to you is apply right now. Otherwise, you'll have to go to the offshore and then only get the visa, because if you apply the offshore, you are not going to get the bridging visa, or maybe if your visa is refused, you are not going to get the review right as well. So while you are eligible, apply right now. Anidita, my partner is currently on 485 graduate visa. He is eligible to apply for the extension, but hasn't applied. Can he still apply? Okay, I'll say yes, you apply. So guys, if you are listening, if you are eligible for anything that is beneficial to you, apply right now. The changes are not in your favor. Francis, hi sir, good evening. My wife just graduated in Master of Education. We applied for the 45 visa last week, and our course was mentioned in the extension list. So we'll get the 3+2, 5 years or not. Okay. So now, Francis, so your application is still in the process. It depends whether they finalize your applications before any changes or not. If they are not deciding your applications and then all of a sudden they they implement the legislative changes, then you might be getting less 45 visa, because it's all about the time of decision thing. Ali Mughal, hey, what are my chances? Sorry, Francis. So make sure your application is decision ready, and if you have not done medicals and everything, so please do it so that there is high chance of getting the visa before any changes coming. Ali Mughal, so hey, what are chances in IM market necessarily with 85 points in 190 and 95 points 191 offshore single applicants person? Okay, so Ali Mughal, I don't know which state are you referring to. So I'm based in Sydney, and it's not about the points they are looking now. It's about the experience you are looking. So currently we are getting invitations for applicants having 3 years of experience in the highly priority sectors. So these are health, education, IT, infrastructure, and agriculture. So your occupational marketing specialist is unfortunately not in the high priority sector. So so I don't think you will get anytime soon, but there will be a lot of changes coming up in the next year. And then since you are offshore, I would recommend you to apply multiple states rather than only NSW. Okay, Fernando, if you hold valid temporary graduate visa, 485 visa on July 2023, or apply for the graduate visa before or after 2030, am I eligible for 2-year extension? Okay, if you hold, okay, 2-year extension is not for the when you apply, it's for the whether you have been eligible, have been graduate with eligible qualification or not. So looks like, are you already having a 45 visa and then having an eligible qualification? If you have that, then you apply right now. Okay, Rahman is 408 subsequent visa holder, apply student visa. Rahman, yes, the announcement does not talk about the 408 visa. It only talk about 485 visa holders. Okay, so if I read the announcement, yes, but don't wait for them to change the rules. So I would say like just apply now, because even if I apply for the student visa after the 408, also you will have to give them a lot of answer, a lot of writings, a lot of convincing documents and information to say like why you are going back to the student visa again. Monarishi Patel, hi sir, mechanical engineer with 5 years experience in OEM, looking for the employer sponsored 482 visa. Can you help me with that? Okay, Monarishi, we don't have any employer right now looking for the candidate, but just follow our page. So if you see any employer we are interested to sponsor because you do have a good experience, then definitely you can contact us, and then we can link you with the employer. Aussizz Thapa, hi, my TR will finish on 9th of February 2024. My partner has just become an EN. Can you apply RN? Can you apply RN student visa soon? Is there any intake available in Adelaide? Okay, Aussizz Thapa, so can you contact us, because education questions I have to connect you with one of the education consultant from the Aussizz Group, NSW. And I'll also note your name, and then if you leave your number, someone will contact you. So definitely we'll figure out if there is any intake available for you. Okay, Isha, there is a question from Isha. I'm currently enrolled in a graduate diploma early childhood. Am I on the right track for the PR? Will I get the PR by working in this occupation? Okay, Isha, so I don't know when you are going to finish. So I recently got the invitation for one of the clients on the same occupations. He actually came to me in the consultation in 2021. He was having a accounting degree, and he already did a skill assessment in accounting. He was trying 189, 190, 491. He went to a lot of agents, and I told him, okay, why don't you try for this 1 year of graduate diploma? He listened to my advice, and now without work experience, he got the invitations in 2 days, 190, and we already lost the visa. Okay, so definitely this is one of the good course as of now, because in 1 year you qualify for something, you will get the highly priority occupations. I can see a lot of applicants, they spend 5 years, 7 years, 8 years and not getting anything. If you study 1 year of that course, you have a high chance of getting invitations. Okay, so now I have from Aussizz Pandey. After attempting C exams of nursing, I set priority list to choose the college here in Nepal. After cracking C exam of nursing, I choose college the priority list for matching. So my question is, will I get NOC or not? Okay, Aussizz, NOC is the like Nepal's policy. If you pass the exams, that's the government of Nepal Education Ministry announced, then you should be able to get it, because NOC is for those who wants to study outside, and then if you have already passed, you should be able to get it. Saurav Shrestha, I'm currently on 45 visa and studying 2-year course. I am halfway to complete course, but I won't be able to complete during my 45 visa. I need to go on a student visa at 2025. Will I be able to apply student visa to finish this course? This is really good questions. Okay, so now to apply from 45 to student visa, they're saying you need to go offshore. So now Saurabh has already commenced the study, but he is not going to finish entire course during the 45 visa. So obviously there will be some sort of like course left. Now he needs a student visa. So Saurabh, we still don't know in that scenario, right? So because if you have finished already, significant amount of courses, there should be some sort of like flexible to you, because going offshore and then you waiting for the student visa, not knowing like when you will be getting, or maybe like getting the rejections after completing almost 50%. That's not the good. So I would say let's wait for the legislation to come, but this is a very good question, and then I'm sure like most of the applicants will fall into this scenario as well. So there should be some sort of the government will need to address applicants like you. Himmat Singh, electrical engineer for NSW with 75 points, 190, 491, 85 points, any check shot. Okay, Himmat, and those who are looking to get the invitation from NSW, so they are not looking the points, they are only looking the experience. So if I'm not too sure whether you have experience or not, right? So if you are just thinking of getting invitation on the basis of points, then you have a very rare chance. Try to increase the points, try to increase the superior English, and do the another course that that gives you another occupations which is highly priority list. Okay, Karandeep Singh, what is the scope in the fabrication? Can you get the PR in fabrication? Yes, you have that is the rarest occupations, and EOI, number of EOI under that occupation are also very less, so you do have a very good chance. You might also get the employee sponsor visa. Okay, Beauty Plus, can public health give me PR after studying it, or should I opt for a course that will give me PR? Okay, public health itself does not give you the PR, because you will need a 1 year of experience in the occupation, like health service manager, that sort of because public health means you manage the health service organization, that sort of. You will need a 1 year of experience in health promotion officer, that sort of occupation. Then only skill system will happen. Only studying a course will not give you the PR. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of inquiries. So I'm just okay. Another one is Eunice Mungo. Hi, I just completed my certificate 4 and diploma of hospitality. I have my visa till March, but now I am more than 35. Will the new rule apply to me? Okay, you will finish in March. Now, okay, so now they're saying they are going to implement the age requirements for the 485 visa in mid 2024, right? So you will be very neck to neck. So as soon as you qualify, please apply it. March is not too far, but I wouldn't wait for you to, as soon as you get the certificate, you apply on the same day before they change the rule. Tashi, can the 485 dependent apply student visa now if our visa expiring after? Okay, so there is nothing mentioned about dependent visa. They only talk about the 485 visa going back to the student visa. So they have not mentioned about, essentially mentioned about primary applicants, secondary applicants. Okay, so as of now, they just mentioned that 485 visa holders, if they are going back to the student visa, then they have to apply offshore. So there is nothing mentioned about dependent visa. If we have more information, then obviously we bring back to you. This is just announcement on it, so there is nothing legislated. So they're gonna bring up with the criteria, schedule 1 criteria, schedule 2 criteria, fees and everything. They're gonna bring up with all the information. It's just the announcement only. Pragnesh Patel, currently on 408 visa and finishing in June. So if I apply for the Master of IT in February intake 2020, what are chances? Okay. So I believe that you did a bachelor degree, right? If you are applying for the master degree, so at least you have something to write saying that you are applying something which is higher than your previous studies. So you can say like, this course will enhance your current education, or also it will enhance your career development. So you will have a good writing that can be very convincing to the department. And there is no information as of now, like 408 visa can't apply student visa. There is no such information, right? So it's only the 485 visa holders only. So I would recommend you to apply as soon as possible now. If you have plan to study IT, you apply now and get the student visa before any changes come into effect. Aussizz Pandey, I already passed the exam, sir, but I choose colleges. They call it matching now. Matching. One of my friend told me that I choose college private list, then I won't. So Aussizz, look, can you contact me? I think it's regards to the student visa. Can you book an appointment with me? Then I'll introduce with my colleague who deals with the student visa. Then we'll have more answer, because you are asking about the notice of no objections. So I won't be able to get no. Okay, notice of cancellation. Are you talking about notice of cancellation? Okay, just let me read out your question again. I already passed C exam, sir. What is C? Others, what is C exam? Can you elaborate it? I thought you were asking for the no objection letter. Saurabh said, I forgot to mention I am studying diploma of community service 2 years. What are chances to get PR when I complete at the end of 2025? Okay, so I believe you have studied ACWA approved course, and if you have, then your skills assessment will be easier. Then you will be welfare worker, community worker, that sort of occupations. And if you see the past invitation history, these occupations were invited at low points, and I would say you have a chance, but you will be finishing in 2025. That means, if you have heard me or not. So now if you are not working in your occupation, then your PR pathway might be difficult. So while you're studying, try to get a job in the field. Luciana, any risks that they put any age restriction in 191 like they put in 485 visa? Okay, so I don't think they'll put in 191. If they might put in 491 though, but not in the 191. 191 is the pathway after the 491. If they have to stop, they will stop you at 191, not at the 491. Okay, so once they guarantee that there is a 191 pathway, they are not going to stop. But still, they have not talked about any age limit for the general skill migrations. Okay, Tanjim, I have joined now. Got quick questions. I need to apply for the extension of my student visa, which is expiring on August 2024 next year. I just need one more semester to finish my studies and graduate. Just wondering, Sorry, that comment just went. Okay, just wondering, should I apply for the extension now or later, since they are making it more strict for student visa holders? Okay, Tanjin, I think you have an answer now. Apply for the extension now. Why you will wait for them to change, them to make it harder, and then you'll have to give a lot of documents, a lot of information. So while you are still easy, while you have a easy application, just apply right now, because you need to apply for the student visa anyway, because you need to have you just mentioned that you need 1 semester to finish your study. Okay, Isha, I'll complete my master of early childhood in October 2024 with all the placement done as well. I'm previously a student of Bachelor of Commerce from Deakin for 3 years. I have 9 all bands. Am I on the right track? Yes, you are on the right track. Now, being on the right track is also not enough now. You also need to work in your occupations. So they are looking some sort of like work in your occupations, because they are going to change entire migrations or rescue migrations. Applicants working in that occupation will have some sort of like flexibility, maybe like more points or maybe another pathway to them. So while you're studying, try to get a job in your field, even if it is placements or any internship. Try to get familiarized with your occupation, and then you start working in your field. You are still in the right track, but to improve your more chances, try to get the job in your field. Okay, Aussizz Pandey, nursing common entrance exam, entrance for Bachelor of Nursing after PCL nursing. So I believe you are looking for offshore. So let me see your previous comment. I already passed exam, so I choose the college they crazy matching. One of my friend told that if I choose the college private list, then I won't be able to get noise. Okay, no. Others, what do you mean by NOC? Is it like, are you talking about no objection letter or notice of intention to cancellation? Can you elaborate, when you type it, can you elaborate here? So I understand that you have got the nursing common and NC entrance. That's the one. What is the NOC? I know there is NOIC, notice of intention to cancellation, and there is another document called no objection letter. Is that what you're referring? Okay, I'll just wait for the Aussizz Pandey comment, and then I'm going to end it. Aussizz Pandey, are you there? Can you elaborate NOC means? Or you can contact me on Aussizz Group NSW, and then you can we can have a one-to-one face-to-face consultation. Or if you are not in the country or outside of Sydney, then we can also do the online consultations. Okay, guys, do you have any more questions? So I believe that I have been able to provide some insights in regards to the migrations, new migration updates. So just to say, what they're saying here is study here, apply 485 visa. Now in the 485 visa, work in your occupations, apply employee sponsor visa, or if you find an employer, or apply for the general skill migration point system visa. If you are not working in your field, then they don't want you to see again in the student visa again. So you'll have to go back and then apply the offshore visa. So it's very important that whatever you're studying, whatever occupation you're holding, try to look the job. Try to look for the job ready program. Try to look for the internship. Try to look for the placements. So now if you are doing odd jobs, please stop it. Give yourself some 1 or 2 years and work towards the PR. After the PR, then you will have a 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, to work, and then make your dream true here. Okay, so Aussizz Pandey, no objection certificate. So Aussizz Pandey, so since you have already completed your in the exams, I don't think you should be there should be no objections to get the certificate, because that's what the requirement is. So you pass the exams, then it's up to you where you study. So check with your agents, or if you want us to help with your applications, then let us know. Okay, so final questions from Fatima. So I have done a diploma in community services, but working as a disability support worker, it is still occupation. Okay, disability support worker is not really a community services, because the duties won't be that skill. Because if you are just working as a support worker, then your duties won't be matching with that occupation. So you will have to work as a like official level, because you work as a disability support worker after the certificate 3 or 4. You need to find a job that requires diploma level community services. That means official level job. And also like your employment setting also depends whether you work. If you work in a official disability support official level setting, then your duties can be counted towards the relevant occupations. Okay guys, thank you for listening, and it was really engaging. And if you need more advice in regards to the upcoming changes, and please feel free to contact us. We are located in Sydney, Bankstown, Parramatta, and Macquarie Park, and we do face-to-face consultation as well as online consultation. And remember one thing: so this is just the announcement. Nothing has been implemented. If you are eligible for any visa, any beneficial visa, just apply it now. Thank you everyone.